Cześć, Manko, witam was bardzo serdecznie po krótkiej przerwie, znaczy trochę, no krótka, no dla mnie krótka, dla was dłuższa. Zwłaszcza dla tych, co czekali na ten odcinek Starfielda. Witam was ponownie. Troszeczkę tutaj myślę, że się pozmieniało, ale dobra, przejdźmy do rzeczy. O, rozmawiaj.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? A mercenary, huh? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So, are you on board?
No tak, z darmo to...
Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Ja pierniczę, ja jestem przynieś, podaj, pozamiataj. Czyli teraz szedź tam. No idziemy. Aha. No dobra, moi kochani, więc... widzimy się za chwilę. No i widzimy pierwsze drzewo, proszę państwa. No, drzewo jak drzewo. No. Nie wiem, czego gościu oczekuje. Ale dobra, no. Po to tu jesteśmy. Mam to pokazać. Potem powiecie, Sebastian, coś ty wziął za misję. No ale no... O. Dobra, weź. No. To idziemy dalej. I widzimy już kolejny okaz drzewa, proszę państwa. Tutaj te ładne, piękne budynki, trochę rozmyte, nie wiem co się zrobiło znowu, z tego to jest... Jak ma ktoś jakiś pomysł, jak to ustawić, żeby było dobrze, to ja z chęcią się podzielę. Dobra, co to jest? No zobaczcie, dla was tutaj taką ciekawostkę znalazłem. Dobrze, to... Tutaj sobie zastopujcie oczywiście i sobie zobaczcie. Ja to też sobie pewnie przeczytam, zawsze analizuję odcinek po odcinku, po ostatnich wydarzeniach, jak mi mówiliście. Że się tnie, że coś tam, no u mnie mianowicie się ciut przycięło, tak zgadzam się, ciut się przycięło, ale nie tak jak niektórzy mówili. Nie wiem od czego to zależy, ale dobra, idziemy dalej. Jest kolejny, no, klikam cię, o, dobra. Więc idziemy do kolejnego. Kolejny mamy tutaj, więc za chwilę się zobaczymy ponownie. No i jesteśmy w dzielnicy mieszkalnej, jak widzimy, proszę państwa. Kolejne drzewo. Zobaczymy, co tam tutaj. Tutaj jest, no dobrze. No weź, o, wziął, dobra. I teraz nas prowadzi tutaj, więc pójdziemy i myślę, że wyjdziemy zaraz tak jak trzeba. Tranzytowa, dzielnica handlowa, dobrze. Jedziemy do handlówki. Albo do hajnówki, tak to niektórzy jeżdżą. Ale to już nie komentujmy, gdzie, kto, po co, na co. I jest i ono, jest i kolejne drzewo, proszę państwa. No i idziemy. Nie no, takie misje to chyba was zanudzą, no ale no.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right?
Co tu się w ogóle
Miss
odprawia?
Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits. Hello? Boo! Did I scare you? Nice to meet you.
Czemu nie można z nim porozmawiać? Przecież... No dobra. Czyli to jest zadanie jak z Asterixa Obelixa, czyli od gabinetu Strakiego do gabinetu Strakiego. Ups, czyli jednak skakać nie można. Dobrze, nogi nie połamał. No i dobra, biegniemy. Oho, bo ja chyba tu już byłem.
Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval and can take up to several weeks for an official response. We apologize for any delay.
Z nią to już się widzieliśmy,
Welcome to
handlujemy
Easy
nieraz.
Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Kupuję ode mnie różne przedmioty.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? That so? Must mean something to you if you came looking for it. Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus
Co?
a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Zostawiłem u tej.
I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room.
A to
I'd have to
wredna
walk back there, then
żmija.
back out here. You're the one who said it was junk. If that's true, why bother coming back for it at all?
Dobra, zapłać.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Może tamten zapłaci, nie wiem.
Back to it then.
Kochani, nie wiem, czy to widzieliście, ale zobaczcie, jestem jak Jezus. Chodzę po wody. Jest głęboko, co nie widać wodorosty, a ja sobie chodzę. Nie ma, że płynę, ja sobie chodzę. Bo można tylko skakać, o. Tego nikt nie wiedział chyba, nie? A dla mnie to jest dziwne, co nie? A już jesteśmy blisko drzewa. Więc niech daje nam hajs i spada od tego, co potrzeba. Chociaż ja też w sumie chciałem od niego hajs, no i... Nie wiem, co mogę tam wybrać.
I appreciate your assistance, but I still need all of those sensors.
Mam wszystko.
Any luck tracking down those sensors?
Ale to
Recent
zapytanie.
scans of the tree have suggested that a significant portion of the interior is liquefied.
Jest dookoła dużo wody.
Obviously, some small percentage of its internal workings is always liquid to allow for the transfer of nutrients and so forth, but this, well, I've never seen anything like it. If it continues to increase, I'm concerned the entire tree may collapse, and I'm also
Dopiero mi
worried
to
about
gość mówi.
other secondary effects. It's too soon to speculate. I'd very much like to see
Drzewa
the
są
additional
potrzebne,
data
bo
before I
powietrze
say more.
To się jedno z drugim.
If the time comes, I will certainly attempt to alert the appropriate people in Mast. If I have more data, though, my concerns might
O,
carry some more weight.
niech mu tam będzie.
I appreciate your confidence. The sooner I have all the available data, the sooner I can make an assessment.
Gra Bethesdy jest to, że nigdy nie wiadomo,
So
czy
you
my dobrze
do.
pomagamy.
Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment.
Ty, kotlet.
And just another moment.
No dobra. Aha, ta postać jest zajęta. No dobra,
It is working.
kochani, to ja wracam za niedługo z kolejną dawką
There it is.
informacji albo nowej przygody. I moi kochani, jesteśmy przy następnej misji. Przy następnej misji ja już ogółem jest problem, bo ja zawsze zapominam, którym tu się zmienia, żeby chować broń. No ale to oni mi pewnie powiedzą. Jedziemy do studni. Będziemy, nie wiem, co będziemy robić. Nie wiem. Nie mam zielonego pojęcia. Idziemy, dobra. Ej. Że tak powiem, to sobie można chyba porozmawiać. Musimy szybko jak na pogłówkę niedługo. Wendermorze.
Hey! Oh, you're not Garl. Sorry,
Jestem.
I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Garl. You're just not the Garl
Max
I was
Carl
waiting
Johnson,
for.
witam. Z GTA
We're
San
supposed to be
Andreas.
investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
Kolejni chcą naszej pomocy.
We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down.
Co?
The other person needs to monitor the system remotely.
No to chyba wiem,
It's
który
pretty
będę ja.
simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me, clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't,
tak.
and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that.
Nie wiem, kto jest
What
Karol.
I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're
No
looking
tak
for is
zdalnie,
over
no,
near
wszystko
UC
wiadomo, no.
Surplus. You
Zdalnie
know
jest
Antonio's
zobaczę.
place. I can contact you
A
once
robić
you
to
get
nie ma
there.
komu. Dobra. Gdzie jest to twoje zadanie?
Thanks for helping me out. Glad I
Kanał.
worked out somewhere.
Się trochę sobie warto powłóczyć było. Obywatele i obywatelki.
What do you want? What's with the staring? You need something? What do you want to know? You with security? Oh yeah? Maybe I'll hide my boot in your ass if you don't quit asking
Oh my
questions.
gosh.
That is, unless you're with security. In which case, I wasn't threatening you, that was just a joke, no crime's been committed.
No i
I'm actually a very nice
I
person.
poszło mu w gacie, poszło.
Are you kidding? Take a look around. You're in the most boring place in the galaxy. Only good
Ale
thing
głaz-
down here
głaz
is
wkurzający,
Kay's
co nie?
house. Best cooking in the settled systems. And let me tell you, I know my food. But I can't even go there anymore because Kay banned me for bad behavior. Me? Can you believe that? What a load of crap! Oh, are we still talking?
No dobra, pogadajmy. Nie podoba mi się twoje zachowanie.
Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either.
No z takim głosem
In
to...
fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now. Ha! Oh, I knew you were a coward the moment I laid eyes
Co
on
tu się w
you.
ogóle odprawia?
A word of advice. Down here, you need to be big, strong, and cunning to survive. Like me. A pipsqueak like you won't last a day.
Dobra, klepiam go.
Yeah. In fact, what do you say? Yeah, well, luckily
Dobra,
for you,
jedziemy
I
go.
actually hurt my hand when I was
Trochę
punching
czasu i
some other
głów.
assholes alike. Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. Once my hand heals, you're done for. Hey, beat it!
No,
Any vacancies on your crew? Particle beam weapons is my specialty. If you have one aboard your ship, I can use it to reduce your enemy to atoms.
fajne.
I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that? I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I don't get it. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. Sounds fair. I'm in.
No.
Great. I'm ready to go.
Dobra. No i dobra, i mamy. Ale to w sumie... Dobra, kochani. Ja was tu zostawiam z tym. Statek. Fortiner i wielbiciel jest na statku. Trening siłowy, a tutaj wszystkie i ona nie ma żadnych dodatkowych umiejętności. Miejmy sobie to na razie taką.
Let me know when you have an assignment for me.
No dobra, no to już go przydzielamy. No to... Ej, jak się tu przydziela się? Rozmawiaj. No coś zapłaciłem. Aha, to co sami... Aha.
You buying? You better be buying. I don't do smoke. First of all, I didn't ask what you thought. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't nice. Down here? Like that's somehow different from other bars? Worse, maybe? That's what you're implying?
Ktoś mnie chyba nie wiem.
What are you? A structural engineer? Some mass egghead? I know full well what down here implies.
Aha. Dobra, spadaj gościu. Nie ma co z nim tutaj dalej gaworzyć. Gdzieś nas to doprowadzi w ogóle?
Thanks for helping me out with this. I'm glad I can count on
To
someone.
już jej pomogłem? No dobra. Fajnie. Dobra, to jak już jej pomogłem, to zróbmy w ten sposób. Dobra. Idziemy do misji. O,
I've got limited. We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do. Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and while I've got a few volunteers from the community, I can only ask so much. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do so. Don't you worry. Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up, and after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis
czyli
can
jednak to
afford
miasto nie
Reliant
jest takie
Medical.
piękne jak mówią. Ale ja nic nie chcę. O. Dobra, tu coś jest do pogadania. Obywatele, obywatelki. Szybki. Drzwi oczywiście otwieramy. Oj, by była wpadka. Dobra. Idziemy do celu.
It's nice to see her. Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger. Folks gotta look out for one another.
Everyone's
That's
welcome,
why
so
I
long as you
started
keep your hands.
serving food
Mom,
all the
that's Kay. Gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid.
No
She
ja mam
had
tu do
one rule.
poczytania, żeby troszeczkę
causing
tutaj
trouble.
nie było, że taka
Everyone
tylko
abided by it.
biegamy. Nic w
Put
ogóle
their
ludzi nie
differences aside
poznajemy,
when they came through the door.
chodzi.
After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have some place to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then we'll sure take it.
tutaj? Mam wrażenie, że my chyba źle poszliśmy. Ale dobra. Idźmy dalej. No chyba nie tu. No tak to jest. A może jednak tu? Pewnie się później okaże, że tędy jest przejście stąd do tego naszego... tego naszego góra, dobra?
I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike.
Co?
Sorry.
Teraz biegania tyle. No dobra, idziemy.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
Think about the trade business?
Even in the well, the trade authority continues to flourish.
Welcome to the Trade Authority.
Sick,
If you're here
doesn't
on
it?
legitimate business, I would be
No
more
super.
than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of
czyli się
UC
nie lubią.
Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games.
Się w ogóle...
So, what'll it be? Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can
Dobra.
We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in
Teraz
place,
dzisiaj
ample
zobaczycie, jak się
storage, and
podejmuje tę
discreet
pracę.
access to the spaceport.
Zobaczymy, co tu
It
może
makes
dla nas
sense to
być
say.
ciekawego.
It's had the
Nauczony przykładem
unintentional,
z
but
Skyrima,
not unwelcome side effect of weeding out
wnioskuję,
people
że
who can be
trzeba brać co po planie,
timid about
bo
doing
później są
business.
fajne misje.
I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest the spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet.
Ale my tu też pohandlujemy.
If there's something you need, no matter what it, you won't find a
Dobra,
better
także
selection
wracamy
or
za
more
chwilę.
reasonable prices anywhere.
Moi kochani, już jesteśmy prawie na górze.
You should be near the next junction box.
Tam, gdzie
That
trzeba.
section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder
Tam.
to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell.
Mieszkanie
Good
na
luck with that,
sprzedaż.
right?
Jeżeli widzimy tutaj troszeczkę poznajemy gry, to... No i teraz zróbmy sobie jeszcze opening z Izakiem tak zwany. Dobrze. Otwieramy. Dobra, tego nie otworzymy pierwszego, ale to otworzymy. To otworzymy. To otworzymy. I to też teraz otworzymy. No i jest źle. I ten pierwszy musi wpaść. Powiem wam, że... Myślałem, że... O, dobra. Myślałem, że już nie łapię, ale jednak się udało. Co to w kurde jest? Kurna, pusroda. Normalnie, pusroda powinien być. To bronią to się strzela. Udało się. Dobra, pierwsza taka lepsza konfrontacja. Jak widzicie, kochani, to było strasznie twarde. Nie wiem, co tu się wydarzyło. Ale to było niepokojące. To też trzeba przeładować. Trzeba tu po prostu lepiej. Nie, to sobie można brać. Gość już raczej nam dużo nie powie. Lodówka góra, lodówka dół. O, to się przyda. Telka po winie. Robił obiad na winie. Samusie pod rękę na winie. To też zaraz zobaczę. Jest coś podejrzanego. Usiąść, kanapa. Safe. Dobrze, tam jest czym podhandlować po drodze. No zaraz sobie to wszystko wyprzedamy. A dawaj to. Trzeba nadrobić finanse. I co tu mamy? Wow, panie! Łazienka niczym. Tu to toaletowa, ta przepychaczka. No dobra. Ta przygoda nauczyła nas, że się nie opłaca. Przełącznik aktywuj. Hej, fajne. Czyli te mieszkanie chyba jest nasze. Tak mi się wydaje. Weź. Czyli tu już nic nie ma. Nie ma tu czego szukać, niestety. Nie ma co się płakać, będzie dobrze. Coś jeszcze jest na tych półkach takiego lepszego. Dobra, chyba koniec tych poszukiwań. Ale przyznam, że gościu mnie zaskoczył. Wielki Bruno. Niestety Bruno zrobił brudumcy i go nie ma. I go nie ma, a tutaj byliśmy u tego ziomcia.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. That should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority.
Biegnę.
Just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
O, dobra, to za chwilę znowu wracamy. I już jesteśmy praktycznie na miejscu. Trochę asasynem robiliśmy to, ale się udało. Otwieramy kolejne drzwi, a tak naprawdę to się nie orientuję.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of failed attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Co? To chyba nie o to chodziło. Aha. No i dobra, ej, fajne zagadki, fajne, mi się podobają.
Well, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a
Ciekawa
week of
zagadka,
work.
no, nie no,
Why don't you meet me
fajne
at the
było.
monitoring station, near where we met?
Czyli tu wszystko można kraść, w skrócie, w tym pomieszczeniu. W tym akurat pomieszczeniu można wszystko kraść, bo nikogo nawet nie ma. A coś tutaj można ukraść, czy nie? Ja tu się lepiej nie plątam, bo się gdzieś zaplątam i już z tym nie wyjdę. Dobra. Takie mini misje nawet fajne, takie przyjemne dość. Ja mówię, dość przyjemne misje. Dobrze, a teraz przejdźmy tutaj. Tak. Czyli tu jeszcze będzie trzeba wrócić. Dobra, jak to do tej klientki teraz wejść tędy? Także widzimy się za chwilę, moi kochani. Ale chyba jesteśmy tu, gdzie trzeba w końcu. I udało się. Udało się. Ale klientka za mnie nie poszła.
Well, you sure did your part.
No tak. I?
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Dalej.
Maybe in the short term, but overall it paid off. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was.
Co urząd
The
handlowy?
Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways.
O, ej, dobrze płaci. Dobrze płaci, dawaj.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things. Thanks. That means a lot.
Nie wiem, czegoś
I
nie
can do
zepsułem
the
w tej chwili,
talking,
ale...
I think. Just be ready for, well, anything. I've got to see this through.
Tak, nie, to będziemy mieli kolejne miejsce, które będziemy mogli mieć tutaj. Dobra, już szykuję się w razie czego na bitwę. Może jej nie aresztują, a jak aresztują razem ze mną? No 2000 kredytów w każdym bądź razie, tylko o to nie chodzi. Tylko, że ja urzędem handlowym się tam dobrze żył. Co to jest?
Stay back!
Dziwny gościu. Oj, zanim ona dojdzie. No dobra. Jeszcze jak coś się ciekawego pojawi, na to zobaczycie. Dobra, Niunia. Idziesz. Jesteśmy na miejscu, proszę Państwa. Także... czekamy. Co tu się wydarzy?
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all your little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is
Ja tu
coming from
ustanę,
the
żebyście
building
wszystko
zone.
słyszeli.
You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back. If you're here to make unfounded allegations, it seems you'll have to get in line. Is Mast outsourcing its help now? How droll. Of course.
Czyli jednak można, dobra.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or calling mercenaries or what.
Jest trójka.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? No, seriously. I really don't want that.
A postać jest zajęta, dobra.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and I've been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough.
Ciekawa misja moim zdaniem, ciekawa. Ja nie przypuszczam, że to będzie
Presumably,
tak
you're the
wyglądało,
one who's
ale
been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that
Zajmiemy
needs
się
your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? The sooner you find the source of all this...
No to idziemy, proszę państwa. Kurde, ej, fajnie to się komponuje, wam powiem. To jest pewnie w tą stronę, tak, w tą, i w prawo, i w górę, i tam. Czekajcie. Assassin's Creed zrobimy. Tak, tak. Nie, hop, hop. Hop, dobra. Może to zadziała. Nie, jednak to nie zadziała, dobra. Trzeba tam się udać, tylko jak tam wejść? Dobra, idziemy tędy. Aha, dobra, to już chyba wiem, którędy. Udało się nam namierzyć trop, proszę państwa. Już jesteśmy chyba prawie blisko. Wejdźmy sobie tutaj.
I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed.
Zanim zrobimy to sobie
Once you throw the
wszystko
switch,
tutaj,
we can direct you to the next junction box.
porobimy. Aha, to jakieś... Fajnie, tylko brak nam tutaj instalowano. Tak, nic z tego dobrego tu nie mamy. Nie wiem, co tutaj... Dobra. Idziemy dalej, tutaj nie ma co dalej szukać pod tym względem. Ale fajnie, że się udało takie miejsce odkryć. Do celu.
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
Już jestem na górze, to nie chcę schodzić.
Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Kiedy dwie baby się spotkają.
The junction box should be just nearby. Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams. We'll have this solved in short order.
She means it's not in the well.
No nie mówcie, że...
Somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's responsibility. Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay? However, we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
No dobra, proszę Państwa, czyli trzeba dalej się pierniczyć z tym wszystkim. Czyli trzeba najpierw tam. Bo ja później nie będę pamiętał, jak tu wrócić. To jest najlepszy mankament. Ja nie pamiętam niektórych rzeczy, jak gdzie wrócić.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation before she returns. I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source
I've
yet,
flown
but
across
it's
most
somewhere
of the
over
settled
there.
systems in all manners of spacecraft. Yet, I'm still basic.
Jeżeli mieliśmy, była ciekawa propozycja. Już jesteśmy blisko tego celu. Dali nam propozycję. To jest propozycja dość ciekawa.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks like it's somewhere near Athena Tower. Zoe says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that.
One never knows when information might be useful.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
Ciekawostka, byłem już w tej wieży, ale bez was. Dobra, jesteśmy. Dobra. Dajemy. Hop. Aha, no dobra, super. Dobra, udało się.
Where did you learn to pick a... You know what, on second thought, I don't want to know.
Dobra. A ja już tu nie byłem czasem? Dobra, najpierw zrobimy exploring. Mam wrażenie, że tu byłem. Ktoś już po prostu jeszcze raz to sam muszę robić. Coś tu. Kadzielnica. Egzotyczna butelka. No to fajnie, to takie rzeczy bierzemy, no. Kadzielnica. Szklanka do whisky. No panie, no to kradniemy co się da. Dobra, później to sprzedamy. Znaczy, mam taką nadzieję, że jak pójdę do niej pierwszy, to uda się doprowadzić całe do konsensusu. No dobra, tu już nic więcej nie weźmiemy. Tu zanim tchniemy tego, to żeby tutaj najpierw... O! To. Pieprzniczka, solniczka, browary kradniemy. Kradniemy browary, wszystko, dobra. Potem powiedzie, nie bierz tego. Ale już to wziąłem. Wiaderko na lód? Przyda się. Wszystko się przyda, jak hajs będzie. No i dobra. Dobra, game'ujemy. Wow. mamy to chyba wszystko. Pierwszy raz chyba wszystko ja wziąłem, przeczytałem. Dobra. Coś tu jeszcze jest. Ukradnięcia? Nie. Jakaś firma, ale to nie firma, taka jak roślina. Nie ma tu nic więcej do kradnięcia. No dobra, to już było na tyle. Chociaż jak jesteśmy tutaj, to spójrzmy, czy tu nic nie można jednak podpędzić. Finanse, kredyt do kredytu i zbierze się suma, jak to mówią. Dobra, także widzimy się za chwilę, a ja już tutaj was nie przedłużam, także widzimy się za chwilę.
Oh, look who's got a Laredo gun. Welcome to civilization.
You're going to hand over what you've discovered, yes? Do you have something for me? I'm glad you made the right decision. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us.
I can't lie. I'm disappointed you turned that over to Zoe.
Attempting to hack Galvane? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success. This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments to your superiors.
I hope whatever that is, it's worthless to you. And you know, I'm still not sure you weren't behind this all along, whatever this is.
I'm sorry to hear you say that. I was trying to be sincere. Well, in any event, thank you for a wonderful diversion from my usual work.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3! I totally understand that Mast has a tremendous amount to keep track of. They said they were going to bring someone on to help out, take some of the load off me. They said that 2 years
Załatwcie
ago.
tą robotę, to będzie? Dobrze, dobra. Okej,
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does. It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be, my guest. Pleasure dealing with you.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars.
No to moi kochani, myślę, że mamy to już wszystko na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Także wielkie dzięki i do zobaczenia.